What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Midwest Tool Review here, back again. Well, we're at it, man. We are at it, trying to figure out the layout for the new Olsa Tools magnetic 3-row magnetic socket holders or trays. Sorry, got the heat going this morning, so it's kind of loud out here, so hopefully you guys can hear me fairly well. So when you have as many sockets as I do, and hex bits and all sorts of other stuff, and I don't have a huge box. This is just the 80-inch Husky from, or 80-inch box from Husky, but the actual dimensions I think are like 21 by, I don't know, 60 or whatever, so it's not like terribly big. And these new trays do have a little bit of a footprint. I would say if you look at the distance, they're probably about an inch or so between rows, so that's some space that you kind of lose out on these trays. But you have to have a box or a drawer rather that can accommodate them. That's my, last night I dropped a video and I was just kind of sharing the product with you guys, and today I'm kind of putting the product in use to kind of see what my first impressions are. So the trays are in fact large, but they have to be to accommodate not only 3 rows of different size sockets, but also the fact that they go up with a pretty good number. So you've got 27, from 10 to 27 I think on the 1/2-inch drive. You've got 6 to 20 on the 3/8, and 4 to 15 on the 1/4-inch drive, and then 3/8 to 1 1/4 on the 1/2 of the SAE, and then 1/4 to 1 inch for the 3/8 SAE, and then lastly 1/8 inch to 5/8 on the 1/4-inch drive. So that's a lot of sockets to try to put into a tray, as well as trying to keep everything legible and functional. But the magnetic base on these socket trays are excellent. Socket holders are excellent. So if you have any type of thick matting on here, when you close your drawer, it's going to close without, well, my drawer is all whopped out because of all the weight I've had in it over the years, but they're not going to move, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You can shake your drawer, you can slam it closed, slam it shut, and it's not going to matter very much. So that's a good thing about that. So I got the task of trying to put all this other stuff back in the tray. I got all that stuff there, all my socket sets and swivel sockets and whatnot. I've got all of my miscellaneous sockets and swivels there, my other socket sets there. I've got some other stuff down here, plus the original socket tray right there from Olsa Tools, and then my 3/4-inch drive set, which I fear is not going to be able to go back into this drawer. So yeah, so we're dealing with it. And then like stuff like this is just extras that are going to just kind of they're going to stay where they're at. I mean, they're not going to go to a tray. So I'm just kind of working that out. I don't have a tripod, but I don't know where it's at. Let's see. I would like to cover some of the process with you guys, but I don't think I have my tripod in here. And I'm still getting moved in, guys. It's a mess out here. Everything's everywhere. So I got all that stuff there. I mean, this is the space is 40 by 60. So it's a 40 by 60 pole barn with 14 or 15, something like that, high ceilings. I've got the Hyperlight 21,000 lumen bay lights. I think they're called the what are they? Venus or something like that. I forget what they call them, but I got 2 of them. I need a 3rd one, so I got to reach back out to Hyperlight, see if they can hook me up with a 3rd bay light. We'd like to go 1 there, 1 there, go. So all together, I'd like to have 6 at some point in time, but right now we're going to just have 3. But they do good. They're 21,000 lumens, so I'm not complaining. But 40 by 60 pole barn. I've got one major door here. This is a 14-foot door, 15 feet high or something to that effect. Pretty good size. It's the only main door that I have. I've got one man door over there and then a window. Very basic. I don't have any windows on that side of the pole barn, which is fine with me. But this does give me access to view my property, and I'll show you guys here a portion of it at least. So when you walk out, you can see the property from this side. I won't show you guys the house. That's just my wood shed there, fire pit and everything like that. So and that's my driveway. It runs all the way up this way and all the way down to that street down there. So that's the drive, and then that's my neighbor, my only neighbor down there. So pretty good size space. Concrete sealed floors, so that I don't have to work on gravel or dirt. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm gonna continue working on this to try to figure it out. And yeah, it's a process, man. It is not easy to try to figure out how to get everything stored away. I would tell you that. Especially, I don't know, do you guys ever go through like it's a weird feeling when you're reconfiguring your box. Like, it's like psychological process. I mean, it sounds stupid to say it out loud, but you know, when you get kind of set in your ways, how you set your box up, and then you change it, whether because you have to or because you want to. But it's like a feeling, it's a weird feeling, like you really don't want to go for a change. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I just find it's a very odd feeling to go through. When you're going through this process, it's weird. It feels like, I don't know how do you guys describe it? I mean, I don't know. I just find it to be a kind of an awkward feeling. So yeah, so it's kind of like, I know I need to do it. I got to do it. It's got to be done. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, do I really need to do this? Do I really want to do this? You know. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just a weird feeling. So I don't know. It's kind of stupid, I know. You guys are probably laughing at me right now. And I will fully admit, like, those have got to come out and go in that tray there. I will fully admit that I don't know what all this looks like right now. Like, I don't know how it's going to shake out. Because I just don't know yet. I mean, I've got some sockets that I do want to keep in the trays for whatever reason. So, and then there's the added like part of like remembering where shit is at, right? So like, you take all this stuff out, and then I gotta remember, because I've already become accustomed to knowing where things are at. Like, you know what I mean? So I like, oh, I know my 3/8 sockets metric are there, and my chromes are here, and my impacts are there. Now I gotta turn around and refigure this shit out. So, and I'm trying to fit 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag. So, I don't know. I will not get rid of anything I got, though. I tell you that much. That ain't happening. I do like the idea, though, of reconfiguring the jar, because it does afford you an opportunity to figure out, like, you know, it gives you an opportunity to set things up in a manner that will allow you to take better use to stuff, right? Like, I've got sockets and stuff that I don't even get a chance to use because I don't see it. just don't see it. I got stuff stacked, like I have to stack stuff, you know. Oh, can I do this with one hand? I don't think I can. Let me set you guys over here, and let me grab this tray here and you guys can watch. You know, admittedly so, I don't use everything, obviously, right? So there's some sockets I never use. But I'm trying to make sense of it all, right? I'm trying to get... Oh, no, another thing, too. Just thought about getting these socket holders really shows you how many sockets you're missing. So if you've got some shortages going on, you'll know it. Figure out. I know you guys are probably saying, move it here, move it there. I'm trying. I like things to be laid out like this, not to the side. I don't like having sockets like that because it's hard to kind of, for me to know what it is. Trying to think about like things I know I'm going to use more likely to use. You know what I mean? Like I hate having that. Looks good there. Then I got this weird spot here. Still got the weird spot. See, like this here doesn't fit there. All that and all of that. I intended for a lot of this to go in the middle, you know, unfortunately like that. I got this set here. 6-point metric swivels, snap on. I mean, everything I got pretty much is snap on for the most part. I think I don't like this yellow tray over here. I would tell you, I'm just giving you my thoughts as I come about. I would tell you, if you have a lot of like sockets that are, I mean, you need a tray for everything that's a set, complete set. Like don't sell yourself short. Like buy enough trays, I guess is what I'm saying. Plug for Olsa, I guess, right? Spend more money. I gotta get on conference calls here in a minute because this is my work morning. I'm working from home today. We've got service work being done on our new home. Some service guys are coming out to clean our septic tank out and clean our septic tank out. So we're getting that done. Then we got some new furniture being delivered. I don't know. This is freaking aggravating. This is the, you know, like, you know, if you don't have a bunch of tools, you would never go through this process, right? But I get it, man. I get it for like mechanics that have to go through this. I keep thinking I'm hearing something, but I get people showing up. I can't even get that up. This tray is so weighted down. It's stupid. My fault. It's a long video, but I need content. I'm almost wondering if some of these, like, see, that's just not long enough back there. I fear that I'm just going to be stacking stuff, man. Like, I got like all of these smaller sets here that are just random sockets. These are just random randoms. You know, they're all like, they're not random like in terms of like being shitty sockets or nothing like that. These are all hot. I mean, I don't have anything in this jar that is considered shitty. Everything I got in here is high-end sockets. So, but what I mean is that they're just like extra stuff, right? And I try to have some logic to how I store them. For the most part, I'm trying to have some logic at least. That ain't gonna work, man. I just don't know. Well, I'm gonna play around with this some more. I've got a lot of figuring and adjusting to do, so I don't even know if this is gonna be the jar layout. I think this makes the most sense, having the metric stuff on one side and the SAE on the other. I probably need to go through, like this tray here is going to have both, but maybe, and this is going to have metric, but all these other things I probably need to just go through and just segregate it out between metric and SAE, and then kind of get things on that side of the drawer that makes the most sense, because I'm not going to just be at a dump, like, you know, stuff like this. Like this, I think this set is this is all SAE, so it should probably go over there. That's SAE. That should go over there. You know. And this set is SAE. So it should go over there. This set is metric. Should stay over here. This set is metric. Stay over here. This set is SAE. Hang on. Okay guys, I'm gonna call it there.